The NFL Top 100 list came out, and people keep asking me to share my thoughts on the list. I'll be very honest. I really don't care at all about the NFL Top 100 list. To me, it reminds me a lot of the Madden ratings where it's like, who cares? It's just another silly list. Now, the players vote. There's a lot of favoritism. It is noteworthy because the players vote. I think it was more noteworthy a couple years ago when it's more novel, a little more interesting. There's a lot of favoritism. There's a lot of recency bias. There's a lot of egos involved in the way players vote. It really doesn't interest me very much. But since people ask, I want to say that my problems with the list are, number one, Julio Jones is the third highest ranked receiver on the list. He should have been the number one receiver. He's third behind Michael Thomas and then DeAndre Hopkins. I think it's weird, a little bit wrong. Jamal Adams at 27 is laughable. It's ridiculous. He's a top 10 player in the NFL. I mean, TJ Watt and Dalvin Cook are ahead of Jamal Adams? What? Not JJ Watt. TJ Watt, the little brother. It's just silly and weird to me. And Jimmy, unless maybe I read the list wrong and I saw TJ and it was actually JJ. It's too close. I could be wrong about that. But when I looked at the list, I went, really? That dude's there? Unless I'm mistaken, TJ Watt's like number 25 and Jamal Adams, or maybe 23, and Jamal Adams is 27. And I went, what? And then Jimmy Garoppolo is number 43. Dak Prescott's number 46. And again, that's laughable. That's ridiculous. Personally, I think both of them are way too high. And I'll be very clear. I would take Kyler Murray over both Jimmy Garoppolo and over Dak Prescott. And Kyler Murray is like a number 90th rated player. So this is all ridiculous. But here is the... And look, Deshaun Watson listed as a number 7 quarterback, which I very much disagree. I think Deshaun Watson is the third or fourth best quarterback in the NFL behind Patrick Mahomes and Russell Wilson. And the biggest problem with this list, the thing on the list that made me go, okay, this is just ridiculous, is that the Eagles quarterback Carson Wentz isn't on the list at all. He's not in the top 100. But Dak Prescott is? But Jimmy Garoppolo is? The dude who choked in the playoffs? Who couldn't do anything? Who had George Kittle wide open on multiple occasions in the Super Bowl and didn't throw him the ball because I don't know what he's doing? Kirk Cousins, Jimmy G, Dak Prescott, Ryan Tannehill is on the list. But no Carson Wentz? I hate to get this animated. It's just ridiculous to me. And once I saw that Carson Wentz wasn't on the list, I know I said I don't care. Clearly, I care a little bit. But once I saw that Carson Wentz wasn't on the list, I just wrote off the entire list. I went, okay, this is stupid. Carson Wentz is a top 5 quarterback in the NFL. He made the playoffs with a injury-riddled mess of a roster in Philadelphia last year. He made the playoffs. Dak Prescott with the Cowboys had great players around him, all around him. Oh, and Dak Prescott did not make the playoffs, but Dak Prescott's number 46 and Carson Wentz isn't even on the list? I tried not to get mad. I tried not to get emotional. So look, let's be clear. The NFL Top 100 list is a popularity contest. There's a lot of favoritism. There's all kinds of biases. And to me, it's just a silly joke. I mean, a couple years ago, it was cool. It was interesting. Now it's really lost its noteworthiness. It's lost the charm it used to have. And at this point, the NFL Top 100 list is a PR move to grab attention, really nothing more. And it's just kind of silly and ridiculous to me. And I don't give the NFL Top 100 list very much weight, even though it's voted on by the players. If you're going to leave Carson Wentz off the list and rank certain players, like TJ Watt ahead of Jamal Adams is number 27. I don't know what the criteria is. I don't know how they're voting. I don't know what's going on. But the NFL Top 100 list is just another stupid list at this point. And I really would not give it too much credence anymore. It used to be interesting. It used to be novel. It used to be cool. Now it's just another stupid list, which I very much have a lot of disagreement with. And maybe that's the point. Maybe the point of the list is to put it out there and have people go, this is stupid. And it gets more eyeballs and more conversations going. I get that's how the news cycle works, but I look at the list and I went, come on, guys. No Carson Wentz? We can debate about receivers. Julio Jones is third. That's really not that. I'm complaining. It's not actually that egregious. But Carson Wentz not being on the list at all. That's the very worst, most egregious thing on the entire list. And I just think at that point, what are we even doing, guys? It's just stupid.